good, YouTube? It's your boy MR, the creator, and hey, I'm back again. I'm standing up again, so that's a good thing. I'm just trying to, keep myself standing. I like to stand and work, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, why not incorporate it into my YouTube life? You know what I'm saying? Standing up, and yeah. But here we are with another video, you know what I'm saying? And today we are talking about my top 10 boxers of all time. If y'all know me and you know me for real, boxing is my all-time favorite sport. I love boxing. I love basketball. Basketball is my second, but I love, boxing more. Really love boxing. Do I want to try it? Yeah, I try it. You know what I'm saying? I try it. It don't look easy at all either. Like going 3 minutes in the rink with about, 10 ounces, maybe 12 ounces, probably 16 ounces, and moving like that. Like, I could tell that takes a lot of strength to do. You can't tell me that don't take some strength to do. But let's not waste no time and get straight into the video. So, my 10th boxer of all time has to be Gervonta Tank Davis. Like I said, this is my top 10. I got more boxers, obviously. I got more boxers, but this is just the top 10. So, yeah. Gervonta Tank Davis. Oh, man. I love Tank Davis. Tank Davis will always be one of my favorite boxers of all time. I mean, I like Tank. I wish he would fight more, but when you want to take that rest break, that's what it is. Tank, don't be mad at me. Please don't punch me because, I like your power. Tank's punching power and his counter-punching abilities, like, man, I guarantee you, if Tank Davis was standing in front of me right now and I attempted to punch at him, the second I did this and lined my shot up, this man would probably clock me right in my nose instantly. I'm talking about pop, like real fast, dude. That's what I love the most about Tank. He has very good boxing IQ too. He studies Tank studies his opponents. When he's fighting, Tank is sitting there and he's studying you the whole time. Which is why Tank really doesn't try to punch in the first few rounds. Because he's trying to see, okay, this how he is, so I'm gonna get him in the later rounds. And guess what? Instantly, he gets him every time. Like when he fought Frank Martin that one, when he fought Frank Martin. I have saw every video, I have saw every Tank fight since when? When was my first Tank fight? I think my first Tank fight was 2016, 2017. I can't remember who he fought then. I might put it on the screen if I remember. But I don't remember, but yeah, that was my first Tank fight I had ever seen. And I fell in love with Tank ever since then. Tank was just a killer. Especially that left arm, boy, that uppercut, man. That uppercut that he did on Santa Cruz. Boy, Tank. Man, that man was hitting him with them jabs. That boy Santa Cruz was And then all of a sudden that third one come around, Tank said, boom, knockout. Boy, that was one of the most impressive knockouts I'd ever seen in a day in my life. Boy, hey, Tank is a killer. Care what nobody say. Tank is a killer. He ain't scared to get in the brawls either. That's another thing about Tank. He ain't scared. He ain't scared. But number 9, Thomas Hearns. Thomas Hitman Hearns. Oh, man. Tall and lanky, but guess what? He could punch like a mug, though. Thomas Hearns. Thomas Hitman Hearns. Man, I think he was the first boxer to get 6 world titles in 6 different weight classes. Was it 6 different weight classes? Or 4? I can't remember. But Thomas Hitman Hearns, especially with him and Marvin Hagler in that one fight where they went at it in the first round. Oh boy, that was one of the best first rounds I had ever seen in the history of boxing. Granted, that was back before I was even born, 20 years before I was even born. That was I think that was in 1980, if I remember correctly, 1980. Don't remember specifically, but 1980 is my guess. But yeah, and that leads me to my number 7 boxer, Marvin Hagler. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. That's his name. His name was originally Marvin Nathaniel Hagler, but no, he changed it to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. He was a tough one too, boy. Marvelous was a tough one. Don't play with my boy Marvelous. Don't play with him. He was a tough one. That man went his whole career and only got knocked down one time. But from seeing the fight, it wasn't truly a knockdown. He slipped. So, in my opinion, he is the second boxer I've heard of that had never gone down in a fight. And like I said, that had never touched the canvas. But yeah, who had never been knocked down in a fight. But Marvelous, I mean, and they was doing him wrong too. That man had to fight like 40 something times before he could get a title shot. Like nowadays, you can fight probably maybe about 14 times, 15, 16 times before you get a title shot. But man, that man back then had to fight like 40 times before he got a title shot. And that's crazy. But that just tells you he worked hard to get where he was. And I heard that, I seen in a documentary that he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't party, he didn't do nothing. He dedicated most of his life, to his boxing, And they said why, I'm talking about like he said that while these people out in the clubs having fun on their breaks, well, I'm not in the club having fun. I'm partying. I mean, I'm training. You know what I'm saying? I'm training in the gym, trying to get ready for my next fight, and I don't even know when my next fight will be, but I'm training in the gym. So yeah, that's what I like the most about Marvin Hagler. I love Marvin Hagler. Number 6, Jack Johnson. Oh man, Jack Johnson. If you don't know who Jack Johnson is, look him up right now. Tell you that, look him up right now. Jack Johnson was a black man. A black man. A man that lived without fear or anything. Jack Johnson was the first black heavyweight champion in 1908. And when he became that heavyweight champion, he was beating up all the white guys. And y'all know I ain't racist. Y'all know I ain't no racist. I am not a racist. But he was whooping them white boys' butts, man. Like, for real. And then they would tell him before his fights. They would tell him before his fights, if you win, I'll kill you. That's what they would say. If you win, we're gonna come kill you. Then apparently they said he would say, well, come kill me then. And he would beat them white boys up. He would beat them up, and he would literally sit there, and they said he would hold. Well, he wouldn't hold his opponent, but his opponent, be trying to clinch, and he'd be moving, and he'd be smiling at the white spectators that was calling him the N-word everywhere in the book. He would sit there and smile at them, and then come back and start whooping on them again. I'm like, bro, Jack Johnson is a tough beast. And the thing is, y'all know back then, an interracial marriage wasn't allowed. You could do it, but it wasn't allowed. Well, no, let me put it like this. You could do it, but they didn't, it wasn't really favored. Like, if a white woman married a black man, if a white woman married a black man, and this black man and this white woman tried to get this house, right? They found out she was married to that black man, no. Oh, I did not realize. I ain't told y'all in the video yet. Drink your water. Drink it. Drink it. But, yeah. Or if a white man married a black woman. He married a black woman, well, he can buy this house, but his wife is black. So she's not allowed in the house. And he said, okay. And then they'd be like, well, some of them be like, okay, well, guess what? We ain't gonna live here then. So, Jack Johnson married 3 women. All of them were white. I was like, my boy was bold. And he still lived to see 68 years old. I was like, my boy bold. He lived his life without fear. That was, and I hate to say it, but black people, that was our problem. That was our problem back then. I promise you, I swear, I'm not a racist. Y'all know I'm not racist. Everybody, I love everybody. Or actually, I hate everybody equally. But I love everybody. Okay, let me stop. I love everybody. I do. I love everybody. But these white people would tell us that if you do this, we'll kill you. And we just bow down and like, okay, cool. You ain't gotta kill me. Don't kill me. Y'all, like, if we'd have did what the Native Americans did, and they were like, come kill us, because we gonna get our land, you gonna come kill us. If we'd have did like that, man, I'm telling you, we'd be a lot better off. We would have been. But that's a different topic for a different video. But I just want to lay that on y'all real quick. But Jack Johnson, rest in peace. Love you. Number 5. Wait, is that number 5? Number 6, yeah. Number 6, Roy Jones Jr. Oh man, y'all know my boy Roy. Roy. He was like Muhammad Ali. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Roy, hey, one of my favorite boxers of all time. A light heavyweight and a heavyweight. One of my favorite boxers on fight night. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling you, Roy Jones Jr. And I'm still tripping. His first loss came from a disqualification. That was his first loss. And then the battle between him and Antonio Tarver, oh man, that was a good one. That was a real good one. That was a real good one between him and Antonio Tarver. A real good one. I think they fought 3 times, if I remember correctly. 2 or 3 times. They fought 2 or 3 times. Don't remember. 2 or 3 times. But love my boy Roy. I love Roy. Number 5, Muhammad Ali. Now, I know some of y'all probably going to say something like, how can Muhammad Ali be your number 5? Look here. It's my top 10. My choice. I do whatever I want to. You understand? I'm a human being. I can say whatever I want to. You feel me? So, Muhammad Ali is my number 5 out of 10. And I know some of y'all probably thinking, who could be above Muhammad Ali? You'll find out. But, yeah. Muhammad Ali is my number 5. And it's obvious why he's number 5. I mean, it's not obvious why he's number 5, but it's obvious why he's one of my favorite boxers. Because Muhammad Ali, he was very, how you say, he could move, he could punch at you, like, just peck at you, or he could, multiple punches at once, you know what I'm saying, something like that, yeah. But I admire Muhammad Ali mostly because of his courage. Muhammad Ali had big courage. They tried to tell him, well, you should go fight for the country in Vietnam. He said no. And he said his religious beliefs wouldn't allow him to go. Because he said, them people ain't do nothing to me. If y'all want people to go fight for y'all, but stuff ain't even taken care of in our country here. So how y'all gonna tell me to go fight somewhere else about some people that ain't done nothing to me, but the people that done did something here to me, I can't fight for them. I can't fight them? Like what? That don't make no sense. And that's why I like Muhammad Ali. He always stuck up for his people. I don't care what nobody says. Muhammad Ali always stuck up for his people. Muhammad Ali always stuck up for his people. He always did. Whew. Number 4, Mike Tyson. I always love Mike Tyson. I still love Mike Tyson to this day. I want to meet Mike Tyson. Every boxer on this list I want to meet, except the ones that have passed away, Yeah, except the ones that's passed away, RIP to them. But I want to meet every boxer on this list that's alive. You know what I'm saying? That's alive. Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson, especially in his prime. I wasn't alive then, but I wish I was. I wish I was to see this in person in front of my eyes. Because Mike Tyson, boy, hey, Mike Tyson was a killer. I always said that if he hadn't hooked up with Don King and Cus D'Amato was still alive and everything, Mike Tyson would have retired with 100 fights, 100 wins, and 100 by knockout. 100%. Mike Tyson would have won every fight by knockout had Cus D'Amato still been alive. I'm telling y'all. Mike Tyson. And then the wisdom that he be speaking today, like, man, I love his wisdom. I will always listen to Mike Tyson. Especially the one when he was talking about jail. I ain't never been to jail, but he'll say something. But he said, and the reason why people go to jail because they don't got their stuff in check. You are an unbalanced individual. You can't manage your life on the outside. So you go to jail. You go to jail. So you go to jail. That way somebody can hold your hand for a little while. Then when you come back, then you still looking for handouts and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of specifically what the man said, but it's something around that. I might be wrong because it's been a minute since I seen the clip, but it might be wrong. But yeah, that's what Mike said. And if I am wrong, let me know, and I gladly will just admit it. Hey, I'm wrong. It's not easy for me to admit I'm wrong. I mean, it's easy for me to admit I'm wrong in a situation. Number 3, Rocky Marciano. Yeah, y'all didn't think a white boxer was gonna get on this list. Don't worry. a white boxer was gonna make his appearance on this list. Rocky Marciano, Italian. Rocky Marciano was Italian, but I love Rocky Marciano because of his power and wit. Like, no matter what, Rocky Marciano was punching. And he didn't, and it seemed like that he did not have any gas in the tank, but he was still punching away. And he's the first and only heavyweight to ever retire undefeated. 49-0 with 43 by knockout. Like, Rocky Marciano was no joke, bro. Look at y'all. But, yeah, Rocky Marciano was a killer, bro. I'm telling y'all. Rocky Marciano, pop, 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 pop. He was like, and they even made a computer simulation, was like, if Muhammad Ali and Rocky Marciano went against each other, how would the fight go? Oh, man, I sure would have. That would have been an interesting fight to see. Rocky Marciano versus Muhammad Ali. That would have been very interesting to see. Very interesting. Number 2 had to be Terrence Bud Crawford. Oh, man. My favorite boxer of this generation, Terrence Bud Crawford. It's like Terrence Bud Crawford, the dude has like 20 different styles he can use against you. If one style don't work, he'll switch to another one. Terrence Crawford does not fight the same every single fight. Like, he fights a different style. And if he got to switch, he'll switch. You know what I'm saying? He'll switch his style up. Like, I think he's normally an orthodox. Is he normally an orthodox? Yeah, I think he's normally an orthodox, but he can switch to a southpaw really fast. And he's got power in both his hands. Both of his hands, he got power. And the thing is, he used to fight so much, he got expelled from school for fighting. And then his mama, they said that his mama would say $5 if you can beat up my son. And nobody could beat him up. And that's how you know this man was made to be a boxer. You can't tell me he wasn't made to be a boxer. Can't tell me that. But my number 1 favorite boxer of all time will have to be my boy Big George Foreman. Big George Foreman. Man, could nobody be messed with. George Foreman could not be messed with at all, bruh. George Foreman, hey, George Foreman will kill you, man. They said George Foreman used to punch the bag. Boom, boom, boom. They said George Foreman punched it so much by the time he was done with it, the bag had a hole in it. And you gotta understand, them punching bags are heavy, man. I done did a punching bag. I done punched at a punching bag. Them things are heavy, bro. And the fact that this man put a hole in the punching bag, that's all you need to know about that man. That's a specimen right there. That's an abomination. And if you haven't seen the Big George Foreman movie, go see it. I seen it. I actually enjoyed the movie. Like, I enjoyed it. Some parts of it, obviously, were exaggerated and fictional, obviously. But I really enjoyed that movie. I did. I enjoyed it 100%. It's about time George Foreman got a movie put on him. And Mike Tyson also needs a movie. Yeah, I know. Y'all probably going to say, Michael Jai White already did a movie like that. That was just a TV movie. It wasn't really, it was a good one, and I like Michael Jai White. Don't get me wrong. I really like him. And he did really good playing Mike Tyson. But it's just, they need a different Mike Tyson movie. And then that one Mike Tyson movie, I think, came out like a couple years ago. They said Mike Tyson said he didn't even have any knowledge of it. So I don't know if it's true or not. And he said he don't want him to do it. So, just what it is. But, yeah, that's my top 10 boxes of all time. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Join this journey because we're going far. We're going to keep on going far. Oh, dang, I just realized. I didn't say that in the last video. Wow, that's crazy. The first video, I actually forgot to say my ending. But join this family, man, because we're going far. I'm going to try to get out some gaming videos soon. I promise y'all that. I'm going to try and get some gaming videos out soon. I promise you that. And it's been your boy, Marty Creator. And peace. I'm out. Holla.